Success isn't random. It follows a code. Welcome to the Conant Code, where we break down the strategies, challenge the myths, and uncover the truth in 5 minutes or less. Now, let's crack the code.
In the spring of 1925, Paris was proud, bustling, and broke. The Eiffel Tower, the once crown jewel of the skyline, had become a costly embarrassment, rusting, falling into disrepair. The public still loved it, but the government, they saw it as a massive metal money pit. So when a sharply dressed gentleman began approaching scrap metal dealers, claiming to represent the French Ministry of Posts and Telegraph, it didn't seem outrageous. His name was Victor Lustig. He carried government stationery, held discreet meetings in the Hôtel du Trône, one of the finest in Paris, wore elegant suits, and spoke polished French. And he had news. The Eiffel Tower, he said, was going to be dismantled, quietly, and sold for scrap. Public backlash was expected. Journalists could not be trusted, so the government was doing this all off the record and carefully selecting private bidders. Each man at the table had been chosen exclusively by the government, and each was instructed to keep the deal secret. And of course, a little bonus payment under the table wouldn't hurt their chances. One bidder, a well-respected businessman, was so eager to win the deal, he paid Lustig in full, up front, with a generous bribe. Lustig, he took the money, boarded a train to Vienna, and disappeared. No trace, no follow-up. No demolition crews, just silence. The buyer realized he was conned, but said nothing. Like most scam victims, they chose shame over justice. Can you blame them? Nobody wants to be the idiot who paid a bribe to scrap a national landmark. And that's when Victor Lustig did something unthinkable. He came back 6 months later, same scam, different set of buyers. He tried to do it all over again. This time, one man got suspicious, contacted the authorities. Lustig fled before being caught. But the Eiffel Tower con wasn't a fluke. It was a pattern. Lustig scammed people across Europe and the United States. He even managed to con Al Capone, walked out of prison multiple times, and created a fake money box that supposedly printed real cash. He wasn't a magician. He was a master of one thing: trust theater. He knew how to walk, talk, and feel legitimate. And in business, sometimes that's all it takes. Here's where the lesson hits. Victor Lustig didn't steal with a weapon. He didn't sneak into banks. He sold belief. He understood something every founder, marketer, and salesperson needs to confront. People don't buy truth. They buy certainty. Lustig offered people a fantasy, wrapped in urgency, baked in a fake authority, and they fell for it because it felt exclusive. It felt official. He made them feel like insiders. Sound familiar? Think of the overhyped investment scheme. Every influencer selling a fake course. Every corporate executive spinning projections like gospel. Same tactics, different tie. But here's the kicker, and the part that should keep honest business owners up at night. You don't have to intend to scam people to accidentally act like Lustig. Every time you oversell, every time you cut corners and dress it up in confidence, every time you use urgency and scarcity without substance behind it, you're not building a business. You're building a lie on a timer. And the market, it always calls your bluff, eventually. Victor Lustig died in Alcatraz in 1947. His rap sheet had 45 aliases, dozens of cons, and hundreds of victims. But his greatest legacy? He was a warning, not just about fraud, but about persuasion without principle. Trust, real trust, takes time to earn, and a single moment to destroy. So ask yourself, is your pitch built to impress, or is it built to deliver? If it's all hat and no cattle, as they say, you might be closer than you think to the man who sold Paris a lie. But before you go, let me flip the lens. If you're the one being pitched, if someone slides into your inbox with a smile and a screenshot and a scary-looking chart, be on guard. They walk and talk like old friends. They might say your website's broken or you should advertise in their publication. Some might say you're not even ranking for some keywords. It's in their dashboard and they could prove it. And if you act fast, they'll fix it for you. Of course, there's a fee. Same tactics, different font. So here's the warning. If someone's selling fair, urgency, and insider access, pause. If it sounds too tailored, too polished, too friendly, and too fast, pause harder. Because conmen, they don't wear trench coats anymore. They wear ClickFunnels and Google Sheets. Victor Lustig conned the elite face-to-face. Today's grifters do it with Calendly links and Canva decks. So whether you're selling, buying, or just trying to survive in the chaos of modern business, remember, trust is earned, not packaged. Truth is shown, not sold. And real value never needs a rush job. And that, my friends, is the Conant Code.
That's it for this episode of the Conant Code. If you got something out of it, share it with a friend, follow the show, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. More insights, more strategies, and more code breaking coming soon. Until next time, keep thinking, keep building, and keep pushing forward.